I got my second session of tattoo removal yesterday. Can you see my wrist? It's so swollen. Oh my god, it hurts so bad.
Oh my god! Oh, stop it right now. Look at this, dude. You guys are awesome. Sweet! Dude, are you guys gonna do the 9 o'clock class?
Alright, so now I have this like 4 rounds for time, like a mix of double unders and single arm kettlebell stuff. It's pretty low volume this morning because I have to come back later for conditioning and gymnastics. But then Mango and I are going to set up the ramp and I'll show you guys what that looks like because that's just been a shit show for us, this ramp. Anyway, for this year's regionals, they decided to do this like handstand ramp thing. I'll put a clip of it, like what it actually looks like. But so we've kind of like came up with our own somewhat makeshift version of it because we don't have the real one. It's kind of close as we can get, but it's a little dangerous. So I'm just gonna finish up today's session with 15 minutes of handstand ramp practice. See how it goes. Last week it didn't go so well. Let's do it.
This is gonna go exactly how it went last week.
You got it.
No!
Oh my god.
I hate this ramp. I'm trying to go too fast.
You're getting tired.
Yeah, my shoulders are gonna be all tired.
Alright, I can't do anymore.
Just gonna casually transporting the goods. Transporting the goods.
10:45, and I'm going to make my coffee shake that I showed you guys in my coffee shake and cornbread cakes video. If you didn't see that, I'll put it right here so you guys can check it out. I'm gonna make this, take a shower, and then I'm so excited to show you guys lunch. Instagram yesterday, so I'm gonna put it up here for you guys. But this is so easy. It's like a Greek chicken salad. Look at that deliciousness. Banza rotini pasta, broccoli, cherry tomatoes, English cucumbers, fat-free feta cheese, chicken, and hummus. Oh my god, it looks so good.
Oh yeah.
Why do you have a giraffe on your head? So excited for this. I'll put the ingredients in the little MyFitnessPal thing here so you guys can see. I almost forgot to show you guys this. Got a new stove. Check it out. I am so excited. Other stove, the oven was actually broken. I think I told you guys that. And so I was doing some research. I ended up getting this Whirlpool one, and it's just like super nice. And I have a brand new stove now. I'm so excited to bake things and cook things. So this obnoxious box is in the background because if you have been following my channel for a little while, you may or may not remember this video that I did on like trying icon meals and catered fit. There's been quite a few, and the general consensus is that they're not super accurate. The only one that I felt was like pretty decent was Trifecta Meals, and only their like separated meats and sides, because you could weigh them out yourself, right? And they didn't have like any additional preservatives or additives or things like that, so it was easy to track and weigh out whatever. The problem with meal prep companies such as Icon Meals, Catered Fit, Power Meals, Fia's Fresh Meals, whatever, there's no way in a mass production company that they're taking the time to weigh out each individual meal when they're making hundreds of thousands of meals, probably like, especially Icon Meals in a factory. I'm not saying they're like super off, but they're definitely not as accurate as it would be if you were weighing your own stuff out. Now, for some people, they don't care. But you guys know that I'm always on the hunt for good, accurate stuff, right? So there's this company called Omaha Steaks, and as a disclaimer, I purchased this. I even have the receipt, I think, hanging up somewhere. It was like a Memorial Day special or whatever. It was like $89, and I got a couple different boxes of things. So like, for example, this is beef chuck flat iron steaks, 4 pieces of 4 ounces, so they're already portioned out. Some sirloin. I got a bunch of different things, and let me show you guys. And they have all their different types of thing. They've got beef, bison, pork, lamb, veal, poultry, and then all of their other stuff is online. And if you wanted to take the extra time to, you know, be a little bit more precise, you could weigh out those things themselves, and they don't have any extra like sodium or seasonings or whatever. And they're flash frozen and vacuum sealed. So for me personally, I don't like to keep a bunch of, you know, fresh food like those meal prep companies because they go bad within a couple days. It's a new thing I'm trying. I purchased it myself. I will keep you guys updated. I'll try to make some videos with it now that I got the new stove. That was a huge mouthful. But anyway, it is 5:45. I just got back from the gym, second session of the day, and now I'm about to make some dinner, so I figured why not show you guys. Because I always like to be prepared when I come home from the gym, and so everything is kind of already like ready to go. So, oh boy. So yesterday I made some shrimp and some rice. Oh, okay, Manders. I mixed it in with this Green Giant riced veggies. This is cauliflower, asparagus, and mushrooms. And for 85 grams, 0 fat, 4 carb, and 2 protein. My favorite salsas from Trader Joe's is this spicy, smoky peach salsa. So all I'm going to do is assemble this in a bowl. So easy. There we go. In literally 2 minutes, we have dinner, and we've got 18 grams of protein, 53 carb, and 3 fat. I am always going so close to my protein, which is why I don't have as much protein in this meal, but still really good. And I really like that cauliflower, asparagus, mushroom thing. And the peach salsa just gives it a nice touch. So that is it. So as I was in the shower just now, I was thinking to myself, what could I finish out this vlog with that would help you guys in terms of like macros and staying on track? And so I was thinking about a couple of things that I feel a lot of my clients struggle with, and I think that's staying on track on the weekends. A lot of times people who check in with me on Monday, they're like, oh, well, you know, the beginning of the week was really good, and then I got to the weekend and it went to shit. So because it is Friday night, I would like to share with you guys now that it's 6:30, I'm in my pajamas, I'm showered, ready for the evening. I wanted to show you guys how I kind of plan the following day in advance in MyFitnessPal, which I do regardless if it's a weekend or a weekday, and then just kind of like what I do first based on what meals I know I want to eat over the weekend, whether that be something a little bit more fun or whatever, just anything different, and then kind of work around that. So I think that's a good thing to do. I mean, I think planning your meals the night before is a good thing to do anyways, but I think planning what you know you'd like to eat first and what you have in the fridge. Like, for example, I'm gonna prep that cold Greek salad that I ate earlier, and then I think I'm gonna do a burger and oatmeal. I know I'm gonna have my nightly oatmeal, so I'm gonna start with those 3 things and then go from there, and I'll show you guys everything in MyFitnessPal as we go through. Like I said, I keep frozen meats like wrapped in the fridge. I know this is 93.7 lean ground beef, so I'm gonna pop that in here to defrost. And then same thing with these Trader Joe's pretzel buns. I'm gonna let them defrost as well. And tomorrow, after my running intervals, I am going to have a smoothie bowl. So, frozen banana, frozen blueberries, and a couple of frozen pineapple chunks. So in here I have 99 grams of banana, 75 grams of blueberries, and 75 grams of frozen pineapple. And I'm gonna throw in a little bit of spinach, and this will be just like the base for the smoothie bowl. And then, of course, like I said, I'm gonna have my morning coffee, which is every single morning. That's something I know I'm gonna have. And then I'm also gonna go and log my oatmeal. But when I'm doing this, like, I can go back and adjust something if it brings me too close to one macro, or I'd rather have more carbs for something else. It's kind of just like playing Tetris. Like, I'm not necessarily stuck to that, and because it's not tomorrow yet, I haven't eaten any of it, so I can adjust the portion sizes, I can adjust, swap things out and just kind of play with it. And even after 4 years of tracking macros, I still do this, because then tomorrow I don't have to think about anything that I'm eating. It's already logged, it's already prepared, it's in the fridge, it's ready to go. And on the weekends, I feel like that can help people really stay on track, because that's when a lot of people want to go out to eat, or they're not sure what they want to eat, they want to have more fun foods. And that's kind of why I went with the burger, because it's definitely a much higher carb option than I would typically eat throughout the weekday. I don't usually like to waste a ton of macros, if you will, on something like that when I could eat a lot more volume. But it's fun to do on the weekends, but it also still helps keep you on track, so you can do it and fit it in and make sure you're all good to go before the weekend actually arrives. That was it. Tomorrow's meals are already planned out. Coffee with almond milk creamer. Now, you might have noticed that I logged this perfect bar for breakfast, but that's actually because I have to do running in the morning, running intervals. And I don't really like to eat a big breakfast right before I do that, and they're pretty long intervals tomorrow, so I'm gonna keep this for like right after training, because after I do the intervals, then I have to do like some gymnastics and conditioning stuff, and I usually get pretty hungry. So that's gonna be like my breakfast, if you will. And then, so for lunch, we have the cold Greek pasta salad that you guys saw earlier. And then for dinner, this is defrosting. I'm gonna make that on the grill fresh, obviously. The cheese slice, the pretzel bun, the guac is all there. And then just gonna put it with an egg, and I have some bacon down there. The protein smoothie bowl, if you will, is freezing right now. Of course, you guys know I top off every night with my oatmeal, and that's kind of how I do it. It took me, it's now 6:51. When I started this, it was 6:30, so 20 minutes, playing around in MyFitnessPal, planning it out, putting it in the fridge, getting it together, and that's it. So that is how I personally stay on track on the weekends, and I definitely recommend it, especially if you're just starting out and you don't really have like the experience with guesstimating and stuff. If you are going out to eat, I think it's better just to get like, a good idea of what it is that you're eating if you are in the beginning stages. So anyways, it's almost oatmeal time for me though, so I'm gonna end this video here. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Happy National Donut Day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.